Are you recording this? I knew you were gonna record this.
It's like bloopers.
Darn it.
Hi, Misha Instagram TV. I'm Chris.
I'm Victoria.
And Victoria, we're celebrating your 17th year injecting now. Every time we do one of these, I'm just gonna add another year.
But I'm about 14.
14 now, right?
Yeah.
Now, do you enjoy injecting East Coast clients or West Coast clients more?
They're a very different demographic. I love my East Coasters. I feel like people have very realistic expectations.
Yeah.
Beverly Hills, Hollywood,
Not so
little
much.
different over there.
So realistic expectations, today we're talking about jawline filler.
Mm-hmm.
And that has to have some very realistic expectations because the jaw is one of the toughest things to sculpt because everyone's jaw is different. Right?
Absolutely.
So today we're actually talking about a specific product called Radiesse. Now what makes Radiesse different?
So I've been using Radiesse for years. I love this product, especially on areas where you need to build contour and essentially add bone projection. Radiesse is a little different than the majority of the fillers that we use, which are hyaluronic acid. So hyaluronic acid fillers are humectant fillers. They hydrate, they draw water in, they volumize beautifully, but calcium hydroxyapatite, which is Radiesse essentially, is slightly different. It's going to volumize and fill, but it's the only filler that we have that's a biostimulant, meaning it will help your body produce its own collagen and elastin. So when we inject Radiesse along the cheekbone and along the jawline, it essentially acts as a bone implant, a temporary bone implant. So it's going to give you more projection, give you sharper definition, and stimulate collagen and elastin production and just give you this glow. It's long lasting, it lasts 2 years, and I just love it.
It's
my
a bigger
favorite.
syringe too.
It's a bigger syringe.
1.5.
It's a 1.5 milliliter syringe, so you literally get half more product.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which we do charge a little more for, so don't think you're going to get more bang for your buck, because we do charge about $700 for it.
But it's still such
It's
a great
still
value.
such a great value
Mm-hmm.
because it lasts so long as well. Okay, so let's jump into our treatment here. We're treating actually a friend of mine named Ryan, so you guys can say hi to Ryan. You'll see him on screen now. And did you just wave?
I just said hi to Ryan.
Okay, so Ryan has always wanted a jawline so much so that he actually grows his beard out to give himself a jawline. Now we're actually going to give him a jawline without the beard.
Nice.
So step one, you take pictures, right?
Yes, we
And
do.
those are important because
We like to look at your face from every angle, so we do a front picture, a 3/4 angle, and then a full-on profile. It's really important to be able to see your contour from different angles.
and then we put you in the chair and we wipe you down. Now, some old school injectors will just wipe you down with alcohol, but I think some other injectors use HIPAA cleanse. What are your preferences for jawline? Do you have one?
I typically do a dual sterilization process. I use alcohol first, and then I give them a little foamy bubble bath with some HIPAA cleanse. I want to keep the area as sterile and clean as possible to prevent infection.
Especially working around a beard, because hair traps bacteria like none other. Often clients, especially men, ask, should I shave ahead of time? It really helps, but it's not a requirement. We can work around a lot.
Absolutely.
Unless you're getting laser hair removal, shave first. So next, it's super important to mark the area, correct?
Absolutely.
And you're watching for a couple of danger zones.
There are a few danger zones. So we have a facial artery running down this way. And if you clench your jaw muscle like that, you can feel, it's called your masseter, that's your jaw muscle. Right in front of that is your facial artery. So that's our no-go zone. So we mark that off. So we want to inject behind that and in front of that. And by injecting behind that and in front of that,
You can avoid
we're
it.
able to elongate that jawline and stay away from the danger
We
zone.
also have some nerve endings that run along the jawline as well.
Exactly.
Okay, so now we've marked our no-go zones. We're going to get started, and you use same process that we talk about a lot with under eyes is the sharp cannula method.
Exactly.
Sharp first, and you did an insertion site right behind the notch of the jaw, right?
That's right, correct. So it was actually, well, it was right on the masseter muscle. I was on top of the muscle. And my goal was to bring the angle down to what we call the gonial notch or the gonial angle. And that's that angle right there at the bone.
Okay.
And we really wanted to recreate projection and create more of a square angle, especially on a gentleman. Gentlemen look great with square defined jawlines.
And it's becoming more popular for women too, though.
Absolutely.
We posted one on our Instagram. You'll see the picture up here above now of a woman who wanted a very square jaw, and that was her taste. And it's becoming more and more popular. I remember I've been here for 4 years. I remember booking 1 or 2 jaws a week. It was nothing. Now I'm seeing 6 to 7 jaws a week.
They're so popular among
right
both
now.
men and women.
Yeah.
I think the majority of our patients typically are women, but I love that men are
Taken
finally, realizing that they can make improvements with fillers and aesthetics. There's not so much of a stigma. They're not so embarrassed. They're ready to shout it out on the rooftop. They're excited about it.
And before we jump back into this procedure, I also want to talk about a good combo is Radiesse plus Kybella. So if you're looking for a very defined jaw, you'll start with Kybella, which we get rid of this double chin, and then come back in and pop in some Radiesse to give you a more defined jaw. So I'll show you that before and after that you just sent me the other day. We'll put that up here now. Okay, so next, we're back to the procedure. We've put the sharp in, now we're using the cannula. I saw you went back and forth, because we just talked about filled up and down. And once that's all done, do we massage this product?
You can do some massaging. Every injector has a different idea on whether or not to massage the product. Because it is so thick, I do feel like it's important to smooth the product out. I don't want to over flatten it, so I don't do too hard of a massage, but I do want to make sure it's smooth so that you're not leaving with lumps and bumps.
Is there any specific post-care to jaws or Radiesse, or same as always?
It really is the same post-care instructions as with all our other fillers, which makes it easy for you guys.
Awesome. Well, you guys know that consultations are complimentary, so if you want to talk jawline or Kybella, or just come in to say hi, just get an appointment with us. You can reach Victoria on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, which is super exciting.
And some Saturdays.
And some Saturdays coming up now, especially closer to the holidays, we'll add a couple more of those. If you guys have any questions, you can slide into our DMs. You know you can reach us on this Instagram account, which posted, and of course Victoria's is right here. Bing. We'll talk to you guys soon. Have a great week.